Fucking ads. Hello everyone and welcome, not to Octopus Energy, but to NieR. Oh, fuck's sake. Weirdly enough, I very rarely see Miracle of Sound Songs have ads at the beginning of his videos. After them, almost always. I don't think I've actually ever... No, it's very, very rare that I watch a video that doesn't have an ad at the end of it now. Fucking YouTube. Fucking YouTube. But yeah. Oh, God. I realised another thing that I love about Werewolf, actually, also yesterday, after streaming it. Last night, I was talking to Fox, and came to the realisation that another reason why I like Werewolf the Apocalypse as a game is that streaming it means that I can talk about the game and the setting and Werewolf the Apocalypse in general, because a lot of you lots, as my viewers, aren't familiar with the game or the setting or where it comes from. Like, you know, the gaming world is probably more familiar with Vampire the Masquerade, because there's been quite a number of games about it. And, you know, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines being noted as being still one of the best RPG games around. And, you know, deservedly so. It's actually really well made, even if it does have quite a lot of shortcomings, and the community-made patch is pretty much the only thing that makes it playable and good these days. But still, Vampire the Masquerade, as it exists, in the computer game world, gives nothing to indicate the existence of Werewolf the Apocalypse, Changing the Dreaming, Meiji Ascension, that kind of thing. So for this Werewolf game to come out, and Werewolf being the first introduction I had personally to World of Darkness, means I can talk about it, and I can, you know, spread my knowledge about it and spread my enthusiasm about it. Oh, and also it has the side effect of me really, really wanting to play / run / get involved with Werewolf games again. Which means that... I don't know. It's something I want to look into. I will need to do some rules fudging if I actually do run a game, because of all the available systems for running, well, let's just take Werewolf. For all the available systems, there's Werewolf's 20th anniversary, which the rule system is overcomplicated and character creation is an arse. You have Mind's Eye Theatre, Werewolf the Apocalypse, which is done by Baaaaaaamboozled Studios, which is a very nice streamlined system, but it's designed for live action roleplay rather than tabletop. You have possibly Werewolf 5th edition, if they actually did anything more than just Vampire. I can't actually remember. I know they definitely did Vampire 5th edition, so which is known as V5, but I'm not sure I think they might have also done Werewolf or started on Werewolf, and yeah, that I don't know. 20th anniversary character creation is just reading it, so many choices. Yeah, so the whole thing about the number of auspices, tribes, and that sort of thing to choose from, that is Werewolf the Apocalypse. That is not change. That doesn't change whatsoever. The spending of points, though, and the way that you build up your character sheet, that's a complex thing in Werewolf 20th. How you use those skills also is a complicated thing in Werewolf 20th. So, part of me honestly wants to either take the rule system and character creation from Werewolf the Forsaken, which is the new Worlds of Darkness one, and pull that into Werewolf the Apocalypse, because that works a lot better, and I'm also a lot more familiar with it. But just, you know, keep the setting, bring over the rules, sort of thing. The other thing is I try to convert the Baaaaaaamboozled Studios one to tabletop start of play. So yeah, it's an iffy one. The tabletop one is very nice and streamlined, but it does leave a lot to be desired in certain ways. It's very easy to break a character sheet. Very, very easy to break a character sheet. Once the answer, get a GM who understands it forwards and backwards like we have with the hero system. Yeah, that is a possibility. You have a GM who just basically knows the system in and out, and you basically will happily do all the spending for you. Which yeah, that is a thing. That's also why I think pulling over the Werewolf the Forsaken rule set would be better, because A, I know it inside and out, and B, it's really accessible. However, now it is time to shift the focus from World of Darkness, because I've been talking about it a lot and thinking about it a lot. It won't get out of my mind. And come on to NieR, because that's what I'm streaming today. I'm not streaming more Werewolf as much as part of me wants to. I want to say this. So yeah, let's have a look at chat first of all. Did I just? Oh, for fuck's sake! I've just seen the first redemption. I missed that. I missed that whilst I was looking at Discord. Great. Hello, welcome Ed. Hello, welcome Torian. Hello, welcome Shin. Immediately doing a sour redemption. I'm just going to do that now and get it out of the way. Oh yeah, by the way, also I have Skull Crusher coffee. Because today was a day where my brain has just not wanted to function, so I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to supercharge my brain. Ha! Rhubarb and custard. I rolled a 2. Oh, God. At least there is one good thing about the whole different types of rule system. The way that you determine whether you've succeeded or failed at something tends to be pretty much the same. At least between the tabletop things, it's all based on D10 rolls and nothing else. You just need shitloads of D10s, which is why I have a whole dice bag full of just D10s. Yeah. It's something I will look into and maybe set up games and sessions of, and look into it. I'll also need to. I have a setting in mind as well. I have somewhat of a setting. Just need to further work on everything. Because when my brain starts getting into role playing, running kind of stuff, it works really quickly, especially if it latches onto an idea. If it gets onto an idea, it's like, ooh. So yeah, might start writing stuff up about that, and seeing, picking out each people who have expressed interest and seeing if they want to be parts of it. Time for this now. Oh my good God! Oh, now I know how the security guard in the Venom trailer feels. Oh God! Oh my good God! It is like being deep-throated by Carnage's tongue. Oh my God! Oh! Oh my fuck! No! Oh! So yeah, thank you for that, Shannon. Hello and welcome. And hello, welcome, Pokey. I'll take existentialism with a side of depression, please. See, I got briefly worried when I saw that message pop up whilst I was on the startup screen. Because I had Discord up. Discord covers the right half of my monitor, whereas the internet usually covers up the left side. So the only thing I actually saw at first from your message, Pokey, was just depression. I was like, what? Are you okay, Pokey? And then I actually looked at the full message, like, oh yes, Pokey is fine. Pokey is just describing the Replicant. Pokey, what's the INO switcher? Wait, what? Oh, it's a terrain. Hello and welcome, Vaughan. Deep in discussion about the IP historical shenanigans of the World of Darkness. With are really complicated. Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying with that, I can't go into detail because, you know, a lot of the stuff that I was told in confidence and, you know, privileged information because, you know, that's the thing about having friends who are RPG writers and you who are deep in the industry. You feel like you kind of have to sign an NDA just to talk to them. I mean, one of them in particular, I do feel like I'm under an NDA just for being his friend, which is no bad thing. I mean, it's like I pretty much can't tell anyone what he tells me. But yeah, the history behind World of Darkness and how it's jumped between IPs and some of the. So there's been public controversies about some of the stuff, especially V5. V5 came under heavy controversy in public when it first was teased. Mostly because it implied that one of the vampire clans were straight up Nazis. It's like, no, can you not? So it's implied one of them were, yeah, one of them were Nazis, another one were just, you know, groomers, and, you know, another one sought out only you know, the pretties to do nasty things to. And as you'd expect, public outcry when they read these things. I was like, that is not okay. That is not okay. You may be depicting a game where, you know, is set around darkness and dark themes, but there's some things you just don't do. You don't bring that sort of material into a role-playing game. Something that's for public consumption, and, you know, with as much eyes on as the World of Darkness has, you don't bring that shit into it. You just don't. Thankfully, they listened, and they rewrote it. But still, it had a very iffy start because of all that. Hello, welcome, Poppy. Depressed Daddy has arrived. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Poppy. Hopefully this will help. Hopefully this will help provide a distraction. My good God, my grey hair is really, really evident at the moment. I really need to re-dye my hair. Oh yeah, that led to a hilarious thing last night. Mal saying that you know, he has never seen someone who looks good with dyed hair. Well, dyed red hair anyway. And I said, oh, thanks. He said, wait, what, yours is dyed? I was like, yes, mine is dyed. You can see my roots. That's my natural hair colour, that dark brown. And also, you know, that grey slipping through. But no, this is dye. It's been that way for, holy shit, about 3 years, maybe more. No, less. I met Callie for the first time with my natural hair colour, short as it was. Shortly after that is when I started dyeing my hair, and I never stopped after that. So yeah, it's around about 3 years, just under. Oh, excuse me. Pokey, I'd like to thank his sponsor, Raid Shadow. Oh, I'm proud to admit that I've never gotten a sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends. I think. Actually, no, I think last time I looked at Stream Elements, they've not given me a sponsorship anymore, but I did have a sponsorship offer. Just wasn't Raid Shadow Legends, which I'm kind of glad for. Hello, welcome, Mock. Why is Torian throwing rocks? Hello, welcome, DJ. Just woke up, I'm pissed. Because my stream, I've seen this audio for portions of this video has been muted. It appears to contain copyright content or controlled by a third party. Really, there was no sound except for my voice during voice acting in the Be Right Back screen. Weird. No idea why. 20th anniversary collection, just reading so many choices. Yeah, yeah. And you want to know what's just really adds to that, Vaughn. So you take werewolf character creation. That's fine and fair. Then you get the changing breed sourcebook, which puts extra species in. I actually can't remember how many there are, but there's like stuff like you have were foxes, were sharks, were tigers, coyotes, oh god, ravens. There's a lot. There's quite a few more. There's quite a few more species, and each of them have their own auspices. Don't think they have tribes, because they're essentially counted as being their own tribes. Yeah. Character creation is quite intense, especially when you bring changing breeds into it. And Torian's already redeemed Kippositus. Haven't even gotten into the game yet. Oh well, time for you to go to bed. Yeet! That's worrying. Kipper has bounced off my bed and is now hugging my Frostmourne. Well, Kipper's about to become a Death Knight. Took it over them. They call that character building the character. Yeah, that works. That does work. That also fills in with my favourite way of my favourite way of building characters is you build the character backstory and you have the idea of what the character can do, and then you build a sheet around that. Obviously when seeing what your sheet allows you to do, because the whole thing with World of Darkness is just because you have no points in the skill doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you can't do anything fancy with it. Like there's a drive skill. If you have no dots in drive, you can still drive. You just can't do anything, reckless or stunt drivery. Well, you can. You're just at a severe penalty to try and do it. So it's never a case. It's never a case of your character is unskilled, therefore you can't do it. It's a case your character is unskilled. You're at a penalty if you try to do something fancy with it. So it should not be because we don't stream silence. Just mute the stream just so I can go to the toilet. Weird. Hey, mother doesn't want you to donate to a stream challenge. I know there's a higher threshold on mobile for it, and sometimes it's just weird with it. I don't know. Thank you for the contribution to the MA stream, Poppy. Let's see if you want me to look. Far future of fantasy awaits. Yes. Contribute something today. You always contribute something, Poppy. It's always a joy. It's always a joy to see you around. Shouldn't you go Goku's gym? If I'm done in time, I'll probably hop back on the stream. No problem at all. Have yourself a good time at the gym. And thanks for coming in as long as you did, and also for popping in the early sour. Appreciated you. Appreciate you. Let's probably do one thing today. I mean, you got up. That's always a thing. That's always a thing when depression really gets to me. Count small victories. Small things you do. They're still victories, and they're still things you've done. Like, depression means you don't want to get out of bed. You get out of bed. Hey, you done a thing. Small victory. Vaughn, let me guess, colored sets to fits each system. No. No, sadly not. I do not have that. Not at all. I just have a buttload of D10s. I think a lot of them are actually the same colour. Yeah, a lot of them are black with gold writing, and the others are just acquired somehow through excess dice collecting. Fortunately, have New World stuff on PDF as well as 20th anniversary stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Check who it's published by. If it's the Onyx Path stuff, like I've said in the server, it's not great. It's not great. If it's the White Wolf stuff, the first edition, then yes, it's usable and it's good. I mean, to be fair, I have all the source material as well. I have all the books and stuff because I went on a massive buying binge. Because if anyone needs it, DriveThruRPG sells PDFs of roleplay books. Pretty decent price as well. And it's completely and wholly legal and fair because, you know, the money does go to the publishers and the writers. There it is. There we go. 2 curses the price of 1. Now security guards in Venom Train is like being deep focused by Carnage's tongue. That trailer does look awesome, by the way. I am massively looking forward to Let There Be Carnage. Especially, you know, it's got Woody Harrelson in it. Woody Harrelson's a fantastic actor. Can tell you have grey hair. To be fair, it is only the one strand that you can visibly see right now, and it does look kind of more blonde, or it could just, you know, look like a camera weirdness. Oh, you always said Gary hair. Yes, I've stolen Mal's hair. Not giving it back to him. Oh, because he got Mountain. Oh, fair. Towards Jesse, you got Tony the Tiger. Fair. Sarah, hello and welcome. Were chinchillas. You say that. They're aware rats. The ratkin. I just remembered from you saying you were chinchillas. Like, yeah, you can have, you know, werewolf rodents type things. It is like hero catch creation. Is there an app to do this? Not to my knowledge, no. Or if there is, it's paywall locked and it's not great. They were talking about doing an app. And I forgot where they were getting with it. And also because there's so many different systems and all with different character creation systems, it's really tricky to do. There are, however, form-fillable PDF character sheets, which are free. I cannot remember the name of the guy who does them. Give me 2 seconds. I think I've got the character sheet still saved, so I can actually bring up the name of who does them. Well, yeah, there they are. Does it say how much? That actually looks like it's one of the... Is that an official one, or is that one of this guy's ones? I can't tell. I think that's an official one. That's not what I want. That's one of the ones. It does not say. It does not say who does them. I know that his he's something, you know, Mr. something, like Mr. Beast or something like that. I don't think it's Mr. Beast, but it's Mr. something. Oh, it's gonna get to me now. It's really gonna get to me. Oh, then become Big Tony. Kipper has big sword. Kipper does have big sword. When Tora his third skill tomorrow shit so quickly. I want to draw Kipper as a Death Knight. Go for it. Kipper needs a friend, even if it's his undead friend. Mal, hello and welcome. Mal, I saw Beagle and I'm sure how to feel. I know, right? There's something about her. It's just like, Yeah, immerse in setting in campaign concept, then build the character out of that. Nice, once you have the immersion. Yeah. That's my preferred way of doing it. I know people who will just, you know, build a character sheet and then slap a character background on top of it, but that doesn't work for me. I like to think of, you know, like, my character's, you know, background and you know, my background influencing my skill, so that, you know, I know, they turn to crime at a young age. Well, they've got lots of larceny. Yeah. What's the thing when you said pop it first hour? I went to pop in sour cherries. What? No, I do not have. No, I don't have sour cherry. Torian whistles earnestly about dice. Yes, Torian has a lot of dice, but in fairness, Torian has a huge number of dice sets. I have a huge number of D10s, and, well, I have a lot of percentile dice as well, but they're just D10s. Torian sent me a link on Amazon, what dice sets I could get since you're a dice person. Well, yeah, go for it. Can, we'll have to stream. Were chinchillas would be fantastic and adorable. They would. They would be, but no, I think the closest you can get is were rats. Were sugar gliders. Oh, Oh, an affirmation request here. Let's actually bring stuff up. Affirmation from Poppy. If you can't tell, I'm not doing well at all today. Depression really bad. I've been sleeping and attempting to eat food since I'd left to do blood tests. Just want to listen to this and maybe I won't feel as bad. Poppy, I know that depression's being an absolute arse for you lately, and sadly depression has its ups and downs, which sounds really weird when you put it that way. But like I said, taking small victories when you can is usually the key to beating it when it gets really bad. Like, you know, you've rested, you're taking care of yourself, and you are trying to eat. When depression is really bad, sometimes it is so exhausting that all you can do is just, focus on yourself and rest. And, if you spend the entire day sleeping and resting and then, that's what you've needed. It's never a failure or a lack of ability to do something when depression makes you do that. It is literally your body going into, self-sustenance mode. There's nothing to be, there's nothing to feel sorry about when you're doing that. If that's what you need to do, then you do that. But know that a lot of people here are here for you if you need it. If you need someone to talk to, we're here. If you need distraction, well, I'm about to do some really weird shit in a very strange game. And Popola, welcome. Pokey, where tardigrade. Well, that's Torian. That's Torian's character settled. Vaughn, new what? It's White Wolf, the original. Oh, the original White Wolf books. Core, Vampire the Requiem, Werewolf the Forsaken, Major Ascension, Changing the Lost, Primordial the. I don't know what that is. No. Promethean. Created Hunter the Vigil and Geist the Sin Eaters. Nice selection. Very nice selection there. That is actually all you'll need for New WoD. There is a book that is 2nd edition only, but I do want to try and incorporate if I ever did put in, because the concepts of the characters in that are amazing. It's just the rules suck. Lots of sets of random dice, £2 random dice. Yeah, mine's just a small bag of D10s with. I think contained within that, there's a couple of extra D6s. What the actual fuck? And a dice set. Well, that scared the living shit out of me. NWOB, thank you very much for a tier 3. A tier 3 resub. What the actual fuck? Thank you very much. Incredibly generous of you, but what the fuck? Jesus. Wow. There's lots of pop vials, Q-figs, etc. and Nerf guns. I have 3 Nerf guns. I've got, well, one of them's technically not a Nerf gun, but it is a Nerf gun. Like, the gun is made by Nerf, but it's one of their laser shooter ones. It's like, I looked at it, it's like, that looks like something you get from Mass Effect. I kind of want to make that into a Mass Effect thing. There's also a double-barreled pistol, which I swear I could easily make into a double-barreled shotgun from Doom. And then I've got the long shot, which is a massively long Nerf rifle. Massively long. I would pick it up, but it's kind of been mildly spider nearby, and also it's pretty damn long. It's about... I can't even see where my other hand is, but it's about that long. No, that's not going to do it. There. It's a good meter long or so. Sarah, I think many people have misconceptions that depression is just feeling sad, and it isn't. It isn't. You're absolutely right there, Sarah. Me personally, I've suffered. Well, it's always been tricky for me. Since I was 13 or so, I'm pretty sure I've been suffering from depression. But the thing is, I didn't actually start getting treated for a while. What on earth? Vaughn, thank you very much for gifting 2 subs. Very generous of you. I'm bringing you up to a total of 15. Extremely generous. But yeah, so I sought treatment for it from my local doctor. It was several years after it. So it's only been looking back that I'm pretty sure I started suffering at 13, maybe earlier. Who knows? I was put on antidepressants. I was put on a variety of antidepressants over a few years, and they mostly did nothing. Mostly didn't really do it for me. I then later, when I moved and saw a different doctor immediately looked at this and said, "I don't think you've got depression. I think you have a personality disorder. I'm going to send you to a psychiatrist." One appointment with a psychiatrist, they diagnosed me with a personality disorder. It's like, ooh. Wow, a personality disorder with depressive traits. So, yeah. I've been dealing with depression for a long while, so I do know how it feels. And I know that it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Especially, when it really hits on a bad day and you have literally no reason for it and nothing you do ever seems to help. It's absolute arse. And also has Skyland figurines. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? People think depression is just sadness to the power of 2, but it affects people in many, many ways. It does. It does indeed. It's not a water bear. Yes, you are. Toy and tardigrades are amazing. They're so tiny. Like being here. I mean, yeah, but there's a difference between liking being here and spending £25 a month on being here. It's like, what? I can't think of any service that I could willingly pay £25 a month for. I'm just, what? They're trying to pull on me, I see. Yeah, Ed, when they had more money, was very much like, yeah, I'll subscribe at tier 3, and I'll also subscribe my girlfriend, being Poppy, at tier 3. It's like, what the fuck? So I didn't even catch the tier 3, nor did I at first. I actually had to go and look at my activity feed and saw it said tier 3, I was like, what the fuck? Because I don't have different alerts for different tiers. I don't even have a personalised alert for when I get raided. I really need to look up some more alerts and get those done. Did you just think there's no copyright on my channel? Luckily me, and I figure out how to download. It's done it again. And now we have a hype train. Great. Thank you, Ed, for your 26th gifted sub. Very much appreciated. And now on the hype train. Immediate level 3, 29%. What the fuck? What the actual donkey fuck? But still, what the fuck? Gears weapon though. This needs to stop. This is just getting down to a slightly more sensible number now. It doesn't need to go all the way back up, and the bits certainly don't need to get back up either. Thank you, Torian, for the 245 Corgo bits. Fuck. That's a Gears weapon. What's a Gears weapon? I know there's a fair few Gears weapons, but I'm trying to think of which Gears weapon is the one that I mentioned. No, can't see anything though. I can't see anything. What we got between. Oh, long shots. Yes, yes. It's a sniper rifle. I only got that because Mal started talking about Nerf weapons again. Yeah, the long shot. Yeah, it is. You have a Nerf Maverick, a Nerf Modulus, a Nerf Dual Shots, Crossbow, and a Nerf N-Strike Elite. Oh god, I've got loads of Nerf guns as well in storage at my parents' place. I've got more than 3 Nerf guns. I can't remember what they're called though. What the hell? Thank you, Vaughn, for 300 dog bits. You're outdoing Scoot with dropping the amount of dog bits on me now. I also have a lot of Funkos, still about posting pictures. Oh, Jesus Christ. Antidepressant side effects may cause suicide depression. Yeah. So basically, when you do go on antidepressants, now this is a general thing. when you go onto depressants, generally at first they make you feel worse. But then your brain chemistry kind of evens out again after. That's why they tell you to give it like 6 to 8 weeks. Your brain chemistry then evens out and they start doing their job. Mostly because almost every single... Sarah, thank you for the 100 bits as well. What the bloody bastarding hell is... Oh my god. Sarah included a pun as well. Why do Norwegian battleships have barcodes? So they can Scandinavian. I love that pun. Thank you very much for that. But still, what the fuck? But yeah, the first type of antidepressants you'll get given are generally SSRIs, which is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which basically means that they keep serotonin in your brain, because the most common cause of depression, when it is just depression, is that serotonin doesn't stay in your brain long enough. It basically gets absorbed back into your brain, too fast, and leaves you feeling like shit. Because serotonin is one of your brain's, feel happy drugs. Well, feel happy hormones, technically. Antidepressants stop your brain from doing that. Well, doing it as fast. They basically keep the serotonin in your brain, and that's why, that's why A, they tend to help people with just depression, and B, why you also tend to feel numb, because due to the blood-brain barrier being a thing, they can't just selectively say stop absorbing serotonin, and it's more of a thing like emotions are all just kind of so you do get a bit muted. Which is also why they say, we don't want you to be on antidepressants for the rest of your life, because there's also long-term side effects. Generally, what antidepressants should be used for is to act as a stopgap until you can get therapy, and the therapy deals with your depression, and helps you to not be depressed or deal with it better, and you get to a point where you can come off of the antidepressants. Well, wean yourself off of them. You'd never ever just stop antidepressants unless it's recommended by a doctor. You're bigger than a water bear. Doubtful, Torium. Out to quit for each other. Shut up and take my money. I realise I do not have a say in this at all. Oh, I've collected all the level 2 hype train emotes already. I've got no... I can't. I actually... You lot have still given me so many hype trains that I do not get emotes from them anymore. And now it's not... Now it's not letting me close the emote thing. Can you pass off? There we go. Ed's paying forward the gift they got from Vaughan to Poppy. Jesus Christ. It's only one's looking for Poppy, deal with it. Only one. There's no such thing as only one. I said, I just want a pizza with skimpy with a spicy chicken because holy fuck, your mouth's burning. No, that smells really well. Ha ha ha! Get burned. Long shot, yeah. Yeah, I got that one. Thank you for the hydration reminder and warp. I'm actually starting to catch up now. That one's only 5 minutes ago. I'm also drinking my Skull Crusher coffee at the same time. Long shot is my favourite weapon in Gears. Same when I played it. It was basically do the active reload and then one shot into the face, splat. So you're jealous of my Nerf guns, sitting here with 0. I do like Nerf guns. I do like Nerf guns because I like the aesthetic of guns. I don't like anything about guns themselves, but I like how they look. And also they're fascinating pieces of technology. Just don't like the use of them. I don't approve of the use of them either. But Nerf guns, and also Nerf guns are a really good way that if you have the time and relative amount of skill and the inspiration, you can customize them to look like weapons from video games. Hence me getting that laser sight one, because I want to make that look like it's something from Mass Effect properly, not just it looks somewhat like it. I want to make it actually look like it is from Mass Effect. I've also got another one somewhere which I want to turn into the Ace of Spades from Destiny. I may not like Destiny all that much, but some of the hand cannon designs of that, ooh, very nice looking. Nerf guns are the best. If your younger brother annoys you, just point them at him. See, I've got a Nerf gun somewhere where... So the normal Nerf gun darts are about the size of my little finger. I've got ones that are like that in circumference. And a little bit longer than the Nerf dart. It's like, if one of those hits, it's like, oof. Oh, that's leaving a little bit of a mark. DJ Popola side of depression. On Lebs, personally found that sleeping helps. My side effect, the antidepressants, sleep. Up and down in common Sally, but fighting in any way is hard. But you have friends, boyfriend, family to help you. Yeah, you've got people to help. So, and also, probably never think that you don't, you shouldn't be depressed or you've got too many things to be happy for. Sadly, depression doesn't work that way. You can have all of the amazing things in the world. Like, I don't know, for me, I've got Callie. I've got this, I've got you lot, and still I get depressive episodes. Because your brain doesn't care about the good things in your life, it just wants to be a shit to you. Tori needs to get Nerf guns. Tori, you're going to end up with a massive collection, I know what you're like. You're getting pretty cheapish, the bullets super cheap on Amazon, yeah they are. Not here. Buy them second hand, fuck, store bought too damn expensive. Yeah, I always go for Amazon. Getting them via Amazon is usually really good. I shaded me getting them because IRL can't aim for shit. I mean, these fire little foam darts with either a gust of air or a spring. They're going to be subject to wind resistance anyway. They don't travel that well. It's very difficult to be accurate with a Nerf gun. Vaughan says, the other thing with treating depression is your energy levels increase before your mood. So the energy to do self-dangerous stuff based on your low mood before you no longer want to do self-dangerous stuff. Yep. Antidepressants not good for me anyway. Oh, sorry to hear that. I mean, yeah, I know there are some people who just aren't good with them at all. Energy to do things increases before thoughts change. Yep. Because like you said, it starts off worse. However, for me, you stay that for 6 months, I was on it, and when I got it, funny enough, I end up getting better and not self-harm since. See, I would be tempted to think, Poppy, that either those weren't the right antidepressants for you, or it's potentially worse. See if you can see a psychiatrist like I did, because it might be something more than just simple depression. Like, I would hate for you to end up in the same situation that I did, not getting diagnosed until my mid to late 20s, and having to deal with it and get frustrated through all that time beforehand. So I chat with Jackson has another message to have the willpower to type even worse stuff. Sorry, you don't have to worry about it. You do not have to worry about it. You have a water gun that shoots clear of the house. I remember I used to have a water gun like that, and it was not a water pistol, it was a cannon. Like, literally, the thing was about the length of the long shot. You pump it up to a full pump, and it was a friggin' hose. It would fire out this thing at really high pressure. Holy crap. Never aim that shit at windows. I never did, but never aim that shit at windows. That would smash a window, that one I had. I have a blunderbuss prop when you dressed up as Nami Tomoe from Madoka. Oh my good god, that sounds amazing. Tori would hit him in the eye. I was about to say, but he wears glasses, but I know you, Torin, you would find a way to still get him in the eye. So I try not to get frustrated with when it happens, it's annoying when it does. Yeah, it is. It is. And it is very easy to feel frustrated at yourself because of, what goes on and, how depression is just an arse. But, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always, you will always come out of it at some point. I have iron brew addiction because you now have 6 bottles in your room. I can't drink iron brew. Never developed a taste for iron brew. Darts really hurt. I once shot my brother in the eye through a mask that covered every part of his face but the eye, and who can aim quite well. Older brother, oh Jesus Christ, Mal. Okay, so we've learned a lesson here. Never give a Nerf gun to Mal or Torian. They are both dangerous with them in different ways. Poe says, such a great just chatting stream. Yeah, it really is. Because it's been going for I've been talking like this for 45 minutes. Well, I blame you lot with the hype train and being very talky today. That's what I'd say. However, I've caught up. We're now into game. We love your voice, apparently. I'm just glad that, you know, the COVID shot didn't give me a sore throat. Well, not much of one anyway. Still the most potent side effect that I seem to be suffering from, well, excuse me, from the COVID shot is, I don't know, I sleep more. Just bring up the windows, see the reason why I've got 2 notifications. Okay, that's just... That is literally just things in Scoot server. That's a bit loud for me. Oh yeah, I turned my headphone volume up for a Final Fantasy 14 guide. That would be why. I cannot remember what I was doing. Side quest, yes, I know. Everything else, I don't know. Oh yes, I need to do some fishing. Oh yeah, and I need mutton and goat meat. We have side effects after your second Moderna shot. Fever fatigue aids, but thankfully you went in by us today. Yeah, I love this game. Yeah, this is the remake. Or the remaster, I'm never sure which one it is. It does feel a bit more of a remake. It's the one that only Japan got initially. This is, you know, the Replicant version where the Western audiences got Gestalt. So they basically redid this for Western audiences. The main difference being that the main character is a young boy, and Yona is his sister, rather than an old man and Yona being his daughter. There's a few other differences in this that have been done with the remaster, but I have no idea what they all are. Mostly because it's been 11 years since I played NieR, and also, yeah, my memory's a bit holy. Which is why I have Pokey around, because Pokey points these things out, and Pokey is the lore master for all things NieR. Because also, I played through NieR Automata and missed most of the subtext. You got a little train engineer. Yep, because you're a hype train conductor. And that little train will go purple after another hype train goes, I think, if you're not the one to have conducted it. I think, yep, there's no more side quests available from Popola, so let's go and hunt some goats. And get their meat. Goat meat. Aww, Ed's being sweet. Also, anyone who doesn't know, the quotes list is now up to date as far as quote 388. Jesus! Thank you very much to Mal. Very many thanks going out to Mal for going through the painstaking process of listing every single one of the quotes and writing it down. Vaughn's wanting an affirmation for Ed for looking out for Poppy. Ed, you are a wonderful partner to Poppy. You've been supporting her through everything, and you're willing to drop pretty much everything you've got going on just to make her feel better. Those are traits that aren't always often seen, sadly. But yeah, you keep on looking after her. I don't want your hide, I want your meat! The amount of time I spent trying to get your hides, and you wouldn't give them to me, and now you're giving me your hides. Bastards. That goat just straight up fell over. Just straight fell over without me even doing a fucking thing to it. So she's doing a job being your partner? Yes, and that deserves recognition. Never played the original, but the remake was wonderful in pretty much every aspect. Yep. Wholly agree. There we are. I think that's enough goat meat now. Yep, that's definitely going to be enough. Right, now let's go and get some mutton. 5 pieces of mutton, wasn't it? I think I've already got 1. But yeah, I think one of the resounding parts of this, which was really, really amazing, is the sound design. The sound and also the music, it's just fantastic. And the visuals are just mind-blowing. And Pokey brings up the quote that shall not be named. Now it's fucking Christmas back, the 2 Hydro, 1 Cryo, 1 Anemo, and 1 Geo. Nope, the same with commissions to only appear in one stat, these in and 1 suck. Oh, the most recent quote being, he has the emotional depth of a twig. Yep, that was Kahal yesterday, because yeah, when his wife died, and then he killed his pack mate. It's like, no, 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 oh no! Literally in that tone of voice. I was like, dude, come on, emote. But the Benjamin Cage will be here today. Ooh, nice. I swear the end of the affirmation is, you're a good partner. I want your meat, not your hide. This is how you be a good partner. You tell them you want their meat. Give me your mutton. I love that they're sheep, not goats, and yet they still have pretty much the exact same animation and sound, apart from that, as goats. That's too much. What do I have? Runaway son. 2 more muttons. You could say that for the sheep population, I'm quite bad news. Not sold. 1 more mutton. I got papered. So in the space of just a couple of minutes after making that pun, 1 person papered me, 1 person counter-punned me, and 1 person congratulated me.
Looks like we've got everything the runaway kid asked for. Let's go make the delivery.
Okay. I didn't realise it was actually going to tell me when I was done with it. The counter pun being from Enwar being, are you? And the appreciation being from Sarah saying that was a wonderful pun. I sometimes feel like my best puns are the ones I come up with on the spot. More sheep puns for Daddy, please. Oh, I don't know. If I make too many more of these, they might start to get a bit woolly. Did you have been told Mom's thinking about getting a Gmail for me so I can upload videos to YouTube? Stop your autism. Nice. Hopefully that does go through for you, DJ. I mean, for all YouTube's failings and idiocies and badness, it does make for a fairly decent stream archive platform. Come on, more sheep puns, don't try to fleece us. Oh my good god. Oh god, you really want to ram this issue home, don't you? It's a bit lamb if you don't pun, oh my god. Subroism doesn't. No, it's looking to stop DJ's autistic reactions something when he can't handle something. It's a good thing, don't you worry. As you edit Untailed and glitches out. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, all I use YouTube for literally is just I snip the stream intro off and I put the stream up. It's literally all YouTube is for me. Have you managed your system? Yes, that's a better wording for it, Vaughn. Guess what I found out what causes the glitches. Oh? I heard you know all the best ones though. Oh Jesus Christ, you really know how to grab an issue by the horns. Publishing it, that's all it is. feeling best to load you, man. Yeah. The only reason that I interjected there when I did was basically because, you know, it's something that I'm aware of, that DJ has mentioned to me beforehand. I just got papered by Vol for that one. I love it.
Hi, are you the guy who's taking care of that runaway?
Fine Private and showed me exactly what video it is and everything.
Runaway? What are you talking about?
It would seem we've been bamboozled.
I was not prepared for Liam O'Brien to say bamboozled like that. That's the stream title at the very least. Weissey gets bamboozled. Oh, I'm going to see if I can make every single stream of this series be something about Vice. This glitch happens, but well, I know that N-Warb is clearly a fan of bottom. Beaches, palm trees, bamboo. Never fails to make me laugh. She says, what about the copyright stuff? I'll go, oh no, copyright. Anyway, 2 weeks holiday and then we go away. If you get a copyright thing on YouTube, doesn't really make it. Doesn't really care. If you get a copyright strike on Twitch, though, watch out. 3 of those, you lose your account. That's why my pubs it. Weird. Wait, no, Mac, the title should be Bamboozled, because sheep. Oh my God. That's perfect, Mal. Yep. Bamboo. God, I miss Rick Mal. My older brother is on the spectrum, so I have some awareness of the less than healthy trends out there, particularly the groups who promise a cure. Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Still, I guess we can tell his father he's alive at least.
Can I do Aid Emerson saying bad bird smooth voice? Beaches, palm trees, bamboo. There you go. Apparently, yes, I can. That was perfectly timed. While the sea lion's barking at me just after I did bamboo again in Smeagol voice. Oh, Black Pearl. There's a curse. Yeah, I don't need to go for my problems. Why you like me so much? I like you for you, Ed. The entire package. There's someone over here with a side quest, and Popola never said anything. Ed Brother's one of the early ones who has helped build a unique clinical picture of the spectrum. Oh, nice.
I'm having serious girl trouble.
Oh no.
See, there's this girl that I'm pretty wild for, so I asked her out. She won't even consider it unless I take her to a really nice restaurant.
That seems rather demanding.
You're not wrong, Vice.
She really appreciates the finer things in life. First-class places for a first-class lady. She's so cool.
Whitgren, hello and welcome. Anything of note happening? A lot of bad puns. There's a drug on the streets called Black Pearl. Everyone is Davy Jones in to get some. Oh my good God. Oh Jesus Christ, Mal. You should get on Twitter and make like Jack Sparrow and tweet it.
Everyone has their own tastes, I guess.
Oh yeah, me saying bamboo and Smeagol voice. It's sheepish pun time. Oh my good god. I've got some real dyed-in-the-wall followers here. Also, that door's probably east. Okay. Is your fair end? Yeah, pretty much. What? Excuse me, what the fuck? That was supposed to be a side quest, but no side quest thing happened. What the actual fuck? Oh well. I need to go fishing for sharks and sardines. Is there a stronger bop than paper? Mal, who knows there's a mouth for that last one. The bonk one is for negativity. The mop one is, well, more for Poppy towards Ed. Oh, there you go. There you go. Bobby's saying that you can use her mop, so I think that's... Is that bop? No hammer command. No, I don't think I've got hammer command. I know I need sardines. I know I need sardines to catch sharks. I need 5 sharks, which means I'll need at least 5 sardines. I could buy sardines, but I also know I can fish for them. I just can't remember what I need to get sardines. I think it's just the lure. I think. Sardines can be found in any area you can fish from in the seafront. Yeah, yep. Right, I do need bait for it. Lugworms. I need lugworms. Yeah, that's what I thought about with the bonk thing. The only downside is I can't play Arknights while watching this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I tend to have Arknights on whilst I'm doing pretty much anything else now. There we go. I've been bopped with a mop by both Ed and Vaughan. Sardines, which has sardines. 5 sharks, you might want to get big boats then. I need a bigger boat. Well, it's fine. I'm just, standing chest deep in water. It's fine. So something I found out there was a difference between this and the original NieR, though. The original NieR had the the thing to tell when you've got a bite as your rod bending, whereas this, the lure dips into the water, which I much prefer this. Use those daddies see worthy of using what should be granted. Oh my good god, Poppy. Ah, that's a sardine. Hey! Let's do here's puzzled individuals. Let's see if the music won't put me to sleep. I'm very sorry about that in advance. I think it's probably just better, to try and catch sardines, and as I catch sardines, try and use them to catch sharks. Oh, this could be a shark. Or it could be a bream. It's coming kind of easily. Don't take that out of context. That's a shark! That's a fucking big shark! Nearly 100 inches long. That was definitely a fucking shark. Thank you, Torian, for the contribution to the AMA stream challenge. It's a fine weird how popular Arknights go on servers I'm in. Well, to be fair, Pokey, you are noted for having very good taste in a lot of things. Especially, with the praise that you give Arknights in particular, it being like the best gacha game you've played, and also, it's a tower defense game, but at the same time, it's not your typical tower defense game. Yeah. Later, a beaver named CJ shows up wants to buy all your sharks. Oh, blowfish. I don't want a blowfish. So I can model the shark. No, I take things completely out of context. Yeah, true. It's coming easily. Yep. The shark came easily. Oh, that just... I don't want blowfish. I want sardines. It's not helping at all that one of my previous Werewolf the Apocalypse characters, who's a were-tiger, his girlfriend was a were-shark. Hey, I got a sardine. Thought someone said mop the shark. Well, after it came easily... Oh shit! That was not a shark! That was something bigger than a shark. That I don't have. The skills to do so. I catch a tower defense, thing or pass, and I don't like either of them. So, in fairness, the gacha system for it is actually really well done. It's really fair. And you know, Poki's been playing it since a roundabout release and has never spent a penny on it. Tower defense wise, it's not a full tower defense. It's more tactical than that. Say it, it blows. The shark blows. Better to mop the shark than jump the shark. First one, then the other. Especially in that old character said. Oh, that! Its health bar isn't even moving! That ain't a shark! That's something much bigger than a shark. I'm using my last lugworm now. That's what I was who wants to go near Jaws with a mop and lift the tail. That previous character of mine I told you about clearly. A blowfish. I'm just going to get some more lugworms. I'm just going to go buy 10 of them. No, that's the fish shop. I mean, to be fair, I could just buy the sardines from her, but I'm pretty sure the sardines are kind of expensive.
If you're ready to get serious about
Fail, so that might be old
you'll need more
Bruce.
than
See that? Aren't you know sardines are 250, but 250 compared to 10 and then, you know, fishing upwards. I mean, I say that as if I'm not sitting on nearly 63,000 gold. Not special about Jaws apart from it's a shark movie. It was one of the very first of its kind. That's the thing. It was one of the very first high production value, well-made monster movies, and it involves a shark. Oh, stop giving me blowfish. It's a good shark movie. Yeah, that as well. The original Jaws is a good film as well. And it's. If you want to look for a more serious shark horror movie, then yes, go for Jaws. If you are looking for a silly film, then you'll be looking at more things like Sharknado or Bream. I don't want any of these things. I want sardines. Why the fuck is it so hard to get sardines? Let's see if at least you know about. Sharktail. Yep. Sharktail's a good. Hey, I got a sardine! Do that immediately, and watch you get eaten, because it's not a shark. What? My bait was just immediately eaten. What the actual fuck? That didn't even dip down. What the bollocks? Story Similar Boat is still one of my favourites. It's got some very good storytelling in it. On the list of movies Ed needs to watch. I would also recommend another one, but I'm not so sure if you both want to be watching a horror movie. Yay, sardine. Mostly with, I think, a bit of the boat is my favourite. Yeah. Or Deep Blue Sea for another movie. Oh, good God, yes, Deep Blue Sea. I can't imagine sitting in this in this ocean water is a tool good for my sword, and yet it's, you know, sitting there half submerged. Oh, that's going to eat my bait. Yeah, that's going to eat my bait. I made a tiny chip in its health bar. Yeah. You tell me it at least. The Thing. I think it's called The Thing. John Carpenter's version, anyway. Thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the AMA Stream Challenge. We're now 95%. Seaweed. Might not watch it with Ed just because they don't do well with horror. Yeah. If it... I want to double check. I'm very, very certain it is called The Thing. I'll not be cooked in my own oven. And thank you, Vaughn, for your contribution to the AMA Stream Challenge, and the challenge is complete! Well, there we go. Gonna have an AMA stream done. Yeah, it is called The Thing. 1982, John Carpenter. Very, very good movie. Scary as fuck, but very good. Well, with the AMA stream done, I think, you're hurt from jump scare there, yeah. Although, to be fair, The Thing doesn't have all that much in the way of jump scares. The Thing is very much the more atmospheric thriller horror style. And also, you know, fear of the uncertain, the unknown. That's what The Thing is more dealing with, rather than just, you know, outright jump scares left, right and centre. Because it's from 1982, and it's made by John Carpenter. Well, that version of it is anyway. So, now that we've gotten the AMA stream done, give me 2 seconds, I'm going to be putting in another stream challenge, because it's still Cav. Done, markers complete. Yep. And, you know what? I teased this a little while ago, I came back to thinking about it a while ago. New challenge started. Bring back Ghost of Tsushima. So, you can now donate to this one anew, as if it was a new stream, because it's a new challenge. Fulfill this challenge, and I will put Ghost of Tsushima back on the stream queue. And there is the prequel to The Thing, also called The Thing, which sets up events leading to the original, and there's not many plot holes, honestly. Everything is accurate. Yeah, the version by John Carpenter, the 1982 one, is renowned for being the film with the least amount of errors in it to date. Because during filming of The Thing, there was a film strike, and everyone on the set got involved in doing the strike action. John Carpenter was like, "Go for it. I'm not going to stop you doing it. No worries whatsoever." But what did John Carpenter do during this time to pass time? He sat down with the script of the film and went through it with a fine-tooth comb, and basically made sure that everything correlated. So the outfits were the same all the way through the film. You know, there wouldn't be anything like, you know, this, you know, he was wearing a jacket here but not here. Made sure it's all consistent, and it worked so well that it's, you know, it's gone down in history for that. What's Bring Back Ghost of Tsushima? Yeah, it's basically I used to stream Ghost of Tsushima. I got somewhat bored with some of the content of it, and I took it off the stream queue and stopped streaming it. This is a chance to, you know, give it a second chance, basically, because it is a good game. It's made by the same people who do Infamous, and it's an open world game set in feudal Japan around the time of the Mongol invasion, and it's really good. If there's no jump scares or spiders, then maybe. Jump scares are minimal in The Thing. There might be a few, but it's not the main source of horror. Spiders, there's no actual spiders, but there are weird creatures in it. Maybe give it a pre-watch yourself on your own, just to be certain. It's been a little while since I've watched it. DJ Other Things, surprisingly didn't get scared a lot from it. It is very much more the atmosphere of that. Of course, going to restroom and killers and laptop. Jesus. Thank you to Torian, Ed, Poppy, Vaughn for your and Enward for your contributions to Bring Back the Ghost of Tsushima challenge. We're another atmospheric water movie I can recommend is The Abyss. Ooh, The Abyss, yeah, that's a good one. Ghost of Tsushima summed up. Lord Shimura, we must fight honorably as samurai. Jin, haha, poison, go brrr. That's pretty much it, yeah. So you don't like the fact you get it anymore? No, I've done nothing to Discord or mobile, still get nothing. Just check something. I mean, Zero, you aren't tagged for the ping roll. Would you like me to add the ping roll to you on Discord? Ghost of Tsushima was fantastic. It is a fantastic game. It's just the only problem I have there is that for me the side quests and all the other little bits felt too much like pointless filler content, and I know I was playing it one time when I wasn't in the best of moods and it annoyed me, so I stopped streaming it. But yeah, I'm willing to give it another go because combat in it was fantastic as well. Poke saying once again, why hadn't there been a new Infamous game? I think mostly because after First Light they were preoccupied with making Ghost of Tsushima. If they made a new Infamous game with the same care and attention they made Ghost of Tsushima, that would be amazing. Maybe you get hurt from them use of without being beat over the head and dick to do so. Gun tag, yes. Okay, no problem at all, Zero. I will give you that right now. Gaming stream ping. I'll also put on art stream ping on you, just so you get pings for when I ever do those as well. And I'll do the same for you as well, Torian, because you've already. Oh no, you don't have art stream ping. Let's give you art stream ping, just so my moderators get pinged when I go live, regardless of what it is. No worries. So the open world bit was what you turned you off? Not so well. A, I don't deal well with open world games in general, but B, the fact that a lot of the side quest things that I did seemed very pointless. Like, there's the whole thing, oh, the nearby woods are being haunted, the spirits are angry, sort of thing. I thought, oh, this is awesome, this is really awesome. Went into it, killed 3 bandits, quest complete. I was like, what? I'm sorry, where was the story behind that? Where was, the intrigue and the depth? You could have just said, go kill bandits in the forest. I mean, because we know, yes. No worries at all. I don't know when I'll do another art stream, because I need to get I need to get familiar with CSP first, and I also need to find out a way of getting my tablet to connect to my PC. Oh, this will be a shark. To stream it. Because I'm not so sure that my servers can do it. Find dozens of hats was necessary to help drive the Mongols from Japan. Hey, there's a shark! Haven't done a horror stream since Boundless Essay. Yes, not a stream, no, but no. This is also watching horror. That's 2 sharks I have. Or of course, a certain game that looked fine to me and bothered you and still get playing it. The buckets move across like that. It's annoying that my bait gets eaten and used, even by aquatic plants and cans and buckets. It's like, it's not been eaten or used. Why? Well, I said it wasn't horror. Hey, we've done all the houses and house stuff, but no. What game was it, Zero? Did you buy them Break the Game as well? Did a haunted house and house but oh Jesus. Currents. I suppose so. But that close to the shore? Graphics on the desk were all that scary when I looked through it. It was what was it called? House. I heard of House. Yes! 3 sharks. Or the house. That's a new record. Basically, you can die hundreds of ways. You can save everyone. Basically, a 2D. Oh, that one! Oh, yes, I know that. Part is to try to die every way possible. Part is to save everyone. Yep, and part is to kill everyone as well. It's a puzzle thing. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen someone play through it and absolutely 100% finish it. It's interesting to do as well. It's a very interesting game, but at the same time it's like, Nah, I wouldn't play it or buy it for myself. That's also possibly due to the fact that I actually watched most of the full playthrough of it. And it's scary, it's always weird, so I think it would be okay, but jump scared. Wait, jump scared you? Wait, break the game is horror? Yeah, it's as far as I can tell, break the game is a bit of an existential horror. Oh, I've got no log ones anymore. Let's go and get some more. So you took the jump scare, so you told them to stop and they kept playing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like
You're
Ed.
ready to get
Obey me controls. 10 more log ones. NieR, hello and welcome. Just casually fishing sharks like you made a teenager with a sentient book names after a colour. Yep. Mark played introduced this as a horror game 2 days later, Zero bought it. I mean, it does depend, you know, what actually snares you as horror. Mark's in Mark by, yeah. Don't trust this Satan horror, he's a little baby. Yeah, he is. And, well, A, he's a little baby, and B, also, he massively overhypes his reactions to horror. Massively. It's a horror movie series called House. First one was pretty cool, scared, but the rest, meh. I'm not so sure I've seen those. Doesn't recommend this scene. I can do that, but it makes me sick, so I have to be careful. He's a FNAF fan, yeah. He's the FNAF fan who basically overhypes all his reactions. That's just doing stuff like Amnesia, so it goes, hey, look at this, you might like this. Just freaking ate my bait. Play annexation on horror games. So, would you play annexation hurt you? Yes. I'll try horror games such a long time, but you just kept playing other stuff. That's fair, yeah. I mean, I found out the ever seen In the Mouth of Madness? I have. Oh no, not In the Mouth of Madness. I have Moons of Madness, the game. But no, I don't think I've seen In the Mouth of Madness. No. Two more sharks. I need 2 more sharks. By the way, my part of the point is to die every way you can. If it wouldn't scare you, it's keep on. You kept playing it. Yeah. That's the thing, Ed. You kept on playing it even after it jumped scared and hurt you. Which you did with your horror streams as well. Don't I waste any presents? It's not a waste if it's not for you. You've moved like Jagger. What the fuck, Mal? This is a shark. This has got to be a shark. The health bar's going down steadily like a shark. There's a shark. That looked a little bit more like a dolphin, but yeah, sure, cool. Jesus, that's a big one. It's one messed up movie, very Lovecraftian. See, whenever I see something about, Into the Mouths of Madness or something like that, or Moons of Madness in the game sense, like, I immediately think Lovecraft. Immediately. That's just, how it always comes off to me as... See, rather as if it was a German name. Every Steam recommendation for me. Hey, Sarah, you like Atelier games, right? How about another? Eventually I'll play them all. And then they shall release more. Do play the One House and House Flipper with the Ghost Knight then? Yeah. You want to listen to music from Shingeki again. Yeah, on a completely different note, I adore the names of the operators in Arknights. Got a 6-star one today called Bagpipe. I now have the power of the name Anime Scott's alongside. Oh, NieR, you're an Arknights player as well. Ooh. Ooh. Drop your player name wherever you feel comfortable. I know, either in my DMs or in the server or here. Talking about yesterday, man. I completely forgot. But yeah, friend, put down information for a friend request. I suppose there'd be a person in the room who jumps out of a chair. Ed, as I said so many times in old ways, if you don't like it, it bothers you. It's like selling or giving away presents that don't fit for you. There's nothing wrong with it not being your type of thing. Don't want you to hurt yourself just so the game gets played. We came before the game anyways. Yes. We had a whole conversation about it. Listen, yesterday was a completely different day today, okay? Mal got Indictment, so they got nothing. Yeah, somehow Mal didn't get the introductory 10 pull that guarantees you to get a 6-star. Somehow. He did the 10-star. He did the 10 times event pull. Got the most common 5-star in the entire game with Mr. Nothing, whom I pulled 3 times with my 10 pull. Translation: dragons have short memory spans. This dragon, yes. I mean, to be fair, I have a long memory for certain things. Other things, not so much. Got big only mama on it. I have no idea who you mean when you say only mama. I actually really do not know. So I'm sure we'll be able to see. Same as my memory show for some things. Aha! Shark. Yeah, so to wait still 10 times the ordered banner. Really weird. This is the one that says it's a discounted rate, like 380 Arundium or whatever it is for 1 pull, rather than normal 600. Shiguma. Don't know that one then. Well, my dad says the memory is good but short. Yeah. I think I need one more. Oh, I have everything. That was the 5th shark. Woo! She's an Oni and she's 184 centimeters tall, so big only mama. She's 2 centimeters shorter than me. Jesus fuck.
I found your ingredients.
Fantastic. Let's see how this tastes. Okay, here you are. Go ahead. Let me know what you think.
Here goes.
Well?
This is fantastic. I've never had anything like it.
Splendid. In that case, we have a new special. Maybe I'll even name it
I'm
after
sure that's
you.
accounting for the horn
Oh,
or
and
not.
here's some payment. Thanks again.
Always account for the horn. I love him. Press me against the wall. Jesus Christ, Mal. Hey, 5,000 gold. Not bad at all. So as you have the energy to get food. Might be an idea to press the Ed help buzzer then, Poppy. Because Hoshi is the current tallest female character. Surprisingly, Mudrock isn't that tall. Now I can see that with Mudrock. It's all her armor. You know, the the absolute massive chunky EOD suit that she has. Teach me how to be a waitress. I mean, I've seen some dogs do that. As in, there's a towel wrapped around the door of the fridge, and you give the dog a command. They go over, open up the fridge, take something out, close the fridge, and then bring it to you. Maybe they should ask the innkeeper to teach his sister how to improve cooking. Oh no, yeah. No, it's he. No, it's NieR is a he. But yeah, he should definitely ask the innkeeper to teach Yona how to improve cooking. Because Yona's awful with her cooking. Got a mentor looking dude who's actually sending me sure the big only mama. That sounds like Matterhorn. That sounds like Matterhorn you got there. If he's a defender, that sounds like Matterhorn. I've got him as well. Yep, nice. Mountains easily takes the tallest male character. You had a pet cat and you taught to be a mixer, you could ask for a catatonic. Oh my good god, now get the fuck out! Talk about food, you're getting hungry too. Shin, welcome back, your body hurts. Good workout then, I'm guessing. Hello's promised you return. Matterhorn sounds like one of those Ligma jokes. Yeah. What's Matterhorn? Matterhorn my balls. Mr. Tevdog with meds. It's completely fine. No problem at all. I can see where the misinterpretation happened. It's completely fine. As Chris Hugo's for. Jesus Christ! All of you, stop getting thirsty for Arknight's characters. Thought when Ed teaching me to be a waitress. Yeah.
Hey there. Your son come back yet?
I bet he's gonna say, "What son?"
No, I haven't seen him. Where could he be?
Thank you for hydration reminder, Ren Warp.
He's in Seafront. Or he was, until he ran away again.
That pot of a skull crusher really hit the spot. Oh, feck, there's more. And it's gone cold. No thanks. There's only a tiny bit left at the bottom of the cup, but it's gone cold. Well, let's actually see how cold. Have you seen Mountain? I have seen Mountain. I saw him when Mock pulled him today. He was on Seafront until he left, and then he wasn't. Sumo deadlifts. Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, crud. Let me guess. Did he tell you an elaborate story and then ask for help?
Sounds about right, yes. What we've had today is a sandwich meal this morning and an instant sweet potato vermicelli noodle pasta at lunch and a bag of yam crisps. It's more than me. I've had a milkshake. So just more for that. Old Wigrin wants to eat us.
That boy is... well, he's a bit of a dirty liar. I probably should have mentioned that.
So that whole story was a setup. He sent us on a wild goose chase and then gave us the slip.
Since I cannot imagine you letting this go, perhaps we should return to Seafront. There may still be a lead or two left to pursue.
Also, on the Ed Buzzer of help, they're busy saying don't want to pull them away from stuff, so we'll get you. If you're in need, they are willing to drop things for
let
you.
him get away with
That,
this.
that was part of the affirmation I did for them. But yeah, we can't let them get away with this.
What's wrong?
How can a son bring so much despair to his family? He seems completely ignorant of the pain he has caused. It's deplorable.
I'm sorry,
love it
Vice.
when
Have
you
you
sound
never
like a
gone to
grumpy old
America?
man, Vice.
Perhaps I only sound that way because I have existed since time immemorial.
How old are you anyway?
You know, I'm not exactly sure.
They say memory loss is a sign of old age.
Well, it's still preferable to being a deplorable liar like that son.
Why does that voice sound familiar? Yeah, it's Liam O'Brien. Most notable for being Illidan in World of Warcraft. And, a bunch of other things, including Critical Role, because my good god, his voice is amazing. And the way he enunciates when he does Vice's voice is stupendous. Also, since he was brought up a bit ago, Mr. Nothing has no right being nearly 190. What the fuck? I didn't know it was that tall. Jesus, he's a tall waste of space. Give me 2 seconds while I go and get Kivo and pull him away from Frostmourne. He's 187. Mr. Nothing is a centimetre taller than me. That's so unfair. Caleb and Critical Role. He's also a Saurian and so is Wrath. Yeah, but also there's one problem. Liam O'Brien, as amazing a voice actor as he is, has one awful role. He's Gollum in Shadow of War, and he sounds awful. Vice's VA is also a Zoro. I have no idea. Yeah, look up Liam O'Brien on IMDb. He's done a lot of stuff. Oh, hang on a second, I just need to... Mal put down his friend code on Arknights in the server, so I wanted to catch it before it scrolled away. I was only putting it up because I wondered if NieR had done so as well. Nope. Kipper, you tried to get immortal power from Frostmourne. Unfortunately, you can't lift a sword that big. Corruption or no. So, bad luck, Kipper. You're back to being yeeted. Now fuck off. Yeet! Ah, I didn't land anywhere near Frostmourne that time, you little shit. Lydia, hello and welcome. Dance into the chat, indeed. Nan tried to pack a cookies at you. Aww, that's lovely of her. Shin, your kitchen is shitting itself, so you're going to have to come back later. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shin. I'll be finishing... Actually, no, I'm only about halfway through the stream. Ish. So hopefully to see you later. Survive for now. Good. I have a friend who is 194 centimeters tall. It's fun to see him next to his parents who are 175 and 170. Ah! That's amazing. Listen to 70s disco. I wonder if that's at all inspired by Yakuza. Bunch of tall people around here, you feel tiny. Don't you worry. You'll be completely at home around Torian and Mal. You'll be completely at home around them. Maybe. Mount is 195 centimeters tall. Jesus. Don't know your height, honestly, but you're not too tall. I think you said you were about 5'7", Mal, or 5'8". That's what I recall. I know that Torian is tiny. Absolutely tiny. I mean, jokes about their height aside, I do actually know someone shorter than them. I actually have met in my entire life 2 people, and they were combined the shortest height of anyone I've ever actually met and interacted with personally. They were 4'11". Torian's 5'6". 175-ish or 1 centimeter. Lydia's 176 or 5'8". Sarah's 160 or 5'3". There you go. See, you're that short. Poppy's at Ed's chest, and they're 6 foot. I'd say that may put you at around about 5'6", Poppy. Maybe says about 5'10", I think. That sounds about right. Yeah. Oh shit, there's something there. Not sure how tall I am, been a while since I checked. It was around 170 or 175 last time. Yeah, I'm 186 here.
You're
or
looking
aka
for a
6
kid
foot 1.
who ran away from home?
Says really who has fighters to war, I believe. Oh my god.
There was a strange kid asking people questions earlier. I think he was trying to learn how to get into Facade.
Oh,
Facade, huh? Maybe we should go take a look.
No, don't you worry about it. Don't worry about it, Poppy. Ed has said previously that they are okay with he/him and they/them, but they are trying to encourage more towards they/them just to see if it feels right for them. You better get conversion rights. I very rarely do as well. I have to use a converter most times, but because living in England, which uses both the imperial system and the metric system, it's a bit weird. Lydia, if you misgender anyone, feel free to bat me with the newspaper. I get the sentiment, Lydia, but if you misgender anyone, it'll just be polite correction. 175 is about 5'9", I think. Sounds about right. Because it's 2.2 centimeters to an inch, or something around that. Giant egg. Egg. I do not know why I did that. Oh wait, I know. Giant egg. EDF spoilers, apparently. Anyone see what's wrong here? 5'7" actually. No, that was saying about like 5'9", yeah. Got the converter open. Go back and forth in my head for most units, F to C, pounds to legs, etc. But leases and gowns trip me up. Yeah, leases and gowns a bit weird. You see no problem. Papa! Yes! Oh, Lydia, you missed it. You missed yesterday's stream. You know, Mal just stuck between two menus, the issue. Okay, oh, Mal. Lydia, I have a screenshot to show you from yesterday's stream. The old Swedish inch called Tom is 2.52 centimeters. Sounds close. Oh well, yeah. Where is it? That was yesterday. That's Werewolf the Apocalypse. You can turn into that pretty much whenever you like. Such a handsome wolfo. Change the song driving in the 90s, running in the 90s, because that run. Cracky round iguana shady Lulu is the clip. He looks so proud of himself, I know, right? Welcome back, Ed. Nice bogey, Dugoni. And what got selected as the thumbnail for this was this screenshot. Look at him. He's such a happy doggo. Look at that sweet pooch. Oh yeah, and also Lydia, the wonderful thing about the game is you can bark on command. You just press the down on the D-pad and you go bark. Pets, I know, so sweet. Bork, bork. Yep. Okay, so to Facade. How'd you forget where I'm going for the main quest? Oh, you're just about the mutton. Everything that was good. Dark Souls 1 especially. They are. I like them. Oh, hey, the Bee Gees. Staying alive. Staying alive. I dare not actually do it to the rhythm or that because I'm probably sure it'll get me DMCA'd. Begging for a treat, then when you give him one, nom, you're now missing a hand. Yeah, sounds about right for werewolf. Bites the hands that feeds you. Right off. Arr. Oh, yes. Forest of Madness. Or the forest. I don't know, the forest place is where I was going for. Now I've got to try and find a single person in Facade because Jesus fucking Christ, that's a complicated place to look through. Most people didn't actually know the BGs were white, me included for the last time. Fair? I have to consistently marvel at the fact that they get their voices that high. Dark Souls is very much a difficult one to do. I could tell. But no, you really did a good job with getting my me face onto the C after scaleness. And when I saw how that screenshot turned out, I said to you, I was like, you're probably going to pick that one because, yeah. Because, you know, dragon. The thing is, I don't know. He said he was trying to get into Facade, so I don't know if he's going to be in the desert, or if he's going to be in Facade, or if he's going to somehow be in that temple. Ooh, thing to pick up. Lydia can get your voice that high and then your voice quits life for an hour. I think my voice would quit life for a day if I even tried to get that high. I can go the other end of the spectrum. I can go death metal growls and be completely fine. Trying to go high? No. 50 different filters and fucking lights just make it similar. Jesus. Have a high-pitched voice, can make it go pretty high and do other things with my throat and voice. I'll do something to your throat. Oh. Got your meal, samyang spicy dumplings with a side of sauerkraut. Ooh, very nice. Right, where? Watched a YouTuber doing naked Dark Souls run all the way through Blighttown down to Ash Lake. Impressed me he didn't die that much. If you know where the enemies are, it's not a bad trick. If you know what you're doing. But it's still impressive nonetheless. You know, doing anything... To be fair, doing anything in Dark Souls is impressive because Jesus fucking Christ. I just hit the high note and take on me once. Very nice. That's impressive. Used to have a Labrador that was like that unless you fed him a single strand of spaghetti. Then he went snip, 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 taking tiny bites as quick as he could. Oh, that's adorable. I'm watching more Dark Souls recently. Nice. But yeah, as you've most likely seen, Ed, with my Dark Souls stuff, it's not a forgiving game at all. And it really does make Jedi Fallen Order look easy. So generally I can't seem to see this guy so far. Then again, it is just a cursory look I'm seeing over this. And this place is freaking huge and complex. And I am just literally going on the mini-map. There we go, there's some dots. Those could be side quests, or that could be him. And he once tried to fight a Devil Joe naked in Monster Hunter World once. Guess who won? Spoiler, not me. Yeah, I've never played that far in Monster Hunter, but I know enough about Angry Pickle that's, yeah. One person beat Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro in a row without getting hit. Jesus fuck! Ever tried Weird Al's Spy Hard High Note? Weird Al is amazingly talented as a singer. I'm sure you heard that one now. I don't know why, but the more I see it, the more masochist I see how to play. So yeah, your streams are good enough to make me not want to go through that. Yeah. Good. I think I could beat Sekiro without getting hit if I could skip the Owlfather fight. I definitely couldn't. I've gotten good at Sekiro recently, but I'm not that good. A man moved into that house the other day. He certainly wears a very strange hat. Shockingly enough, he fits in perfectly. He even speaks our language and knows most of the rules. I heard you outside. Came here after fleeing a terrible home life.
So he's disguised himself as one of the masked people, eh? No wonder his trail went cold.
Mal recently beat Kenichiro, or as I like to call him, Twatichiro. Sekiro is tough at first. Once it clicks, it's so glorious. It is. Once you get the whole thing of the sword combat and the parrying and deflecting mechanics, a actual sword fight in Sekiro is such a treat to watch and listen to and be involved with. It is so good. But getting to that point, holy fuck! Watch him destroy them after he absolutely destroyed him like 15 times. Yeah, I rage quit at Twatichiro twice. Got past him, and I've gotten past him twice again. And you know, he's not as bad, but Jesus Christ, is he an obstacle? Dark Souls 3 is the easiest out of the 3 Dark Souls games, right? No, I said easiest, not that game easy at all. Out of the 3 Dark Souls games, yes, the third one is... I'm not so sure it's the easiest, but it's definitely the most accessible, yes. Because you don't have 4-directional rolling like you have in Dark Souls 1. But you also have health reduction mechanics. But you can also become embered/human whenever you want. So for next week, Doggo is sitting instead of kiddos. Yay! Mikiri counter all the thrust attacks. Mikiri the only thing you can do. Mal can do the Mikiri counter really well. When I started off on Sekiro, I could not do the Mikiri counter for the life of me, and it became a meme. That, you know, oh, you need to Mikiri counter. Well, Malk's fucked. I then found out how you can tell when to do the button press for the Mikiri counter, and then after that, just floored it now. Speaking of Monster Hunter, the one thing I learned just today, Netflix is making an animated movie of it called Monster Hunter Legend of the Guild. And the trailer has one of those pink orangutan monsters beat a Devil Joe. The murder lizard that can go toe-to-toe with Elder Dragons. Potentially good. Dark Souls 3 is easy to get into, but definitely has the hardest DLC. Ashes of Ariandel and Ring City are painful. Gale and Meader are really, really scary, but Gale is so well designed. Like, I don't know, Ed, if you want to go and look through my entire Dark Souls 3 stream, I've done it, beginning to end, including the DLC. See, you know, how much pain I went through on that.
He's gone through a lot of trouble trying to lose us. I can't wait to finally catch him.
Dark Souls 3 not counting Bloodborne is my favourite Souls game.
Us.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking back. Hopefully my connection won't die this time. Fingers crossed, Shin. Welcome back. God, that was the thing. I'm not there. If you don't like 1. A lot of people don't like 1. I'm okay with Dark Souls 1. I don't like Dark Souls 2. So a Gale fight, you were around. Yeah. Gale gave me the most trouble, but also was the nastiest fight. Don't just around. So the thing you hear on TV, goo used to be called back rub. That's about, guess what? Chicken butt. This is an amazing present. How's the spoon shade? You know, if you're over here. Oh yeah. Lunch is over, time for afternoon labs. Thanks for the fun, Malcolm, everyone. No problem at all, Sarah. Thanks for coming in as long as you did, and have yourself a good afternoon.
Oh man, why you gotta be all like?
I honestly say I haven't had much trouble fighting Gale. Meader and the Demon Princess, on the other hand, I'm the other way round. Demon Princess I one-shot. Meader I got after on my 4th attempt, I think. But Gale, like, straight up took 8 attempts. Well, 8 deaths. A month ago I found out you met 10 hours for you ago, like 10 days off. Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Fine, let me just
We should play Dark Souls 3.
Oh my gosh, there's a giant shade behind you!
Oh my god. Me the only review button. Yeah. Oh, come on. You actually looked.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Kid, you looked. That was the most obvious trick in the book, and you looked.
He surely aims to flee the city, though he can't have gone very far yet.
Going to the DMU the full year. It only counts as dealing with you, Ed. You know this. Demon Prince took so many attempts were painful. I think I might have lucked out on the Demon Prince because I pasted it. But then again, it's what I've always said about Dark Souls, and you know what's very true if you look at very much actually the comparison between me and Mal is what some people struggle with, other people can breeze through. Also with me compared to a friend of mine, I one-shot the Nameless King, and she had massive difficulties with the Nameless King. A lot of people I know have massive difficulties with Nameless King, and and my very first time, I one-shot it. I think when I did it on stream, I only took like 3 or 4 attempts. Demon's Fight is basically the Dark Souls 3 version of Ornstein and Smaug. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say Ornstein and Smaug is tougher because the Demon Princes, you can very easily... The arena is big enough so you can actually pull them apart. Why do we get the fact that he's not actually in the city anymore? Trying to flee the city but can't get it very far, so I'm guessing that he probably has left the city. Maybe to vote for the daddy is afraid to tap that ass. Wow! I regret saying ow. Even New Game Plus has struggled. Characters currently on New Game Plus 6, do you believe? Oh, mine's still on base. I only streamed base game. I basically got all the way up to
Oh man, again? Alright, fine, let me just...
Lord of Cinder. I got to Lord of Cinder on base game, then I went and did the DLC. Did Ashes of Ariandel, then Ring City, then went back and killed that guy. Lord. Nameless King's first stage can be a pain for me, the second stage is just fun. This is true, yeah. speak of the arena, it's Dark Souls 1 Firelink Shrine. And then there be something that kind of blew my mind. Oh, didn't realise that. That's right, Kaine, go and kick the shit out of him. Don't Naruto run back to me.
He's heading for the eastern road. We must catch him before he leaves the desert.
I've caught him. Hi.
Oh my gosh, look! There's a huge pack of shades!
We'll go back to Poppy takes me. I think Poppy did say that she might need you, but yeah. And how you go down is Framp's place. Oh, I did not realise that either.
I'm not falling for that again.
Okay, so much better this Resident Evil wants to die then. I don't know. Dude, I am literally outrunning you. So, yeah, what are we running from, dude? Where are we running from? No?
What's that big thing on the right?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I shall smite you with unholy magic.
Fun lore fact, the Lord of Cinder during his second phase calls upon Gwyn's soul, which is why he finally has the same attacks as the final boss in Dark Souls 1. Yep. And that's why his boss music changes in his second phase and does the plin plin plon thing from Gwyn's thing. And to which, when that music came out, people were saying, how to destroy an entire fan base's emotions in 3 piano notes. This guy's even a good night. Liar. Nope. Well, shit, annoying ain't holding these. Same. I normal move faster than this guy does. I don't even need to dash run. Kaine, please just, sever his Achilles tendon. Yeah, just little snap, little slash, never run again. Soul Cinder, and with this hand Jimmy, I will ruin your emotions. Yeah, pretty much.
It's a pack of wolves, man!
I told you, I'm not falling for... Oh crap! It is a pack of wolves!
Ah! You realize one of his warnings was absolutely genuine. Yeah, the one that just happened! Just, loot the bodies first. And then deal with the last one. Oh, the fact that Kaine walks around with these 2 massive swords that are serrated, and she uses magic.
Run into wolves for real.
Called it, yeah.
Are you ready to go home yet?
Hell yeah, man! This adventure stuff's like way too scary for
Me,
me.
the Joe who's watched Dark Souls 1 playthrough but only played Dark Souls 3 and doesn't remember the notes. Oh. Oh.
Good. Now let's go tell the family.
Thank you, Warb and Poppy, for the hydration reminders. God, it's warm. We should go for the Vlad Tepes approach and properly nail him to the ground. Oh my good god, I'd love to. How does it do a bit of lie? No, I don't want to go back. My father's mean and beats me up. Please give me the fuck alone. Dumb. Good line. Yep. A better lie than that is something you can't immediately disprove by just, looking around you. Or, using the same lie several times in a row. Thank you for the hydration reminder, DJ, as well. I don't know when I'm going to do the AMA stream. I really don't. Probably do it Thursday, actually. I mean, it does mean I'm going to be streaming every single day this week, but, well, depending on what happens with the weekend. Still, yeah. Excuse me. I've worked out, the balance of when I have time off, like yesterday. I know how to spend that time off, so I'm probably refreshed and relaxed. Also, absolutely love Bloodborne and I do Dark Souls. That's completely fair. So again, why do we care about Shaggy the Liar at all? Oh, because his dad wants him back home. Oh shit! Look, Malcolm, flying spider looks like a wolf. I mean, there's possibly a wolf spider somewhere near this house. There usually is. Like down in the hedges, down one of the paths. There's usually a wolf spider there. That's why I never go near it in the where I never go near that area in the summer. Wait, what? You've played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and halfway through Bloodborne, you've dabbled in Sekiro. You still want more. I've played a little bit of Demon Souls. I own it on the PS3. Finished Dark Souls 1 and 3. Haven't done Dark Souls 1 DLC. I've dabbled a little bit in Dark Souls 2 and hated it. Platinumed Bloodborne, and I want to say I'm probably about a third of the way through Sekiro. Yeah.
Nobody's here.
The fuck?
I believe they left us a note.
Thanks to your help, my son has returned to take up the family business. We've decided to move to a new land to begin new and thoroughly train to carry on the family name.
Well, that's sort of anticlimactic. I wonder what the business was anyway.
Hey, are you friends with the people who lived here?
No, not really. Why?
Malice beats Dark Souls 3, Platinum Bloodborne, playing Sekiro, played Dark Souls 2.
Because the goddamn bastards borrowed money from everyone in the village and then skipped town.
So the family business was they're fucking thieves.
Apparently their son ran away because he wanted to escape a life of crime. But then some idiot brought him back.
Hi, Matthew Head.
Well,
Yeah, that's Matt Mercer.
I guess we know the family business now.
To think we did not even get paid for this absurd misadventure. Oh well. Perhaps we should tally it up as an expensive life lesson and move on.
So you know that I said that everything in this game has a point to it, and there is always, everything, matters, and there's a story behind things.
Broken homes, huh? Yeesh.
So that side quest was very much pointing out how pointless side quests can be. That was a long and arduous side quest with no reward whatsoever. Shin, you feel like Bloodborne taught me how to dodge attacks more efficiently? Because barely had any shields in the game anyway. Yeah, one shield in the game and it ridicules you if you try to use it. But then again, also Bloodborne tries to teach you mechanics that my brain just didn't. In my entire platinuming of Bloodborne, I hardly ever used the gun. Hardly ever. NieR, you return with a peanut butter sandwich. What did I miss? You missed adding cheese to it, NieR. I done my mistake. Yeah. So we found the wayward son, escorted him back home, and found out that he's being brought into the family business, which is thievery. So we were better off not getting involved at all. We're going my experience with Demon Souls. Literally tried it once, got my ass handed to me, and then put it on the shelf for 6 months. Poor getting back into it, been hooked ever since. That was my experience with Dark Souls 1, weirdly enough. I mean, I potentially could stream Demon Souls. Potentially. Because I own it. I own the physical copy of it, and a PlayStation 3 over in America. So there's nothing to say that I couldn't legally obtain an emulator for both, and then stream it because I own them. It would be a legal thing to do. Might look into that. Shit, and 2 shields actually, that's DLC, so it can count. Oh yeah, I forgot about the shields in the DLC. I forgot about most of the DLC because I hated it. Have any of you seen the Beating Bloodborne use the IGN guide video from the Zero Learning? It's absolutely hilarious. Oh god, no. I just need to buy Marmite tomorrow as I have cheese. Ooh. Also Marmite and peanut butter. Quick, can you watch it? Yeah, that sounds good.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
You are a strange letter, Popola. Put in the Discord to go for it. And while you're at it, NieR, drop your Arknights player thing so I can add you. Good Lord City. Awesome. Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice Dream on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, cursed dream, evil dream, words, dream, and dream, someone dream. I think it's about dreams. The wooden shield would be your friend. As Lady says, dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Perhaps, or perhapsn't. Sounds like 3999 is back! You're not wrong, NieR. Someone's a fanboy of Dream. Simple when it comes to sandwiches. Cheese or nothing unless it's Subway.
Who's it
Tends to
from?
be as well.
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth.
But, you know, for me, also
It's a
cheese and
wooded
peanut
area up
butter.
north.
Yes. Brought up on that. Loved it.
The Forest of Myth?
Ah, this quest. Hunter's Dream intensifies. Oh, God!
They're usually a bright and cheerful group
Jesus
of people.
Christ, and we're going to go fight
Something like
Gehrman in this.
is very out of character for them.
First Hunter Gehrman.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But
It was very fun to stream Bloodborne, especially as I had Mal and Pokey along to help.
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
oh, well, all right.
8, oh dear.
Thank you.
Oh dear. Orphan, of course. Same. But thanks to me going in there with Mal and Pokey, we bullied the fuck out of the Orphan. The only bosses that I did not have help for initially was Lady Maria and Lawrence. Lawrence I died to, and then came back with Mal and Pokey and kicked the shit out of. Maria, I one-shot. I was proud of one-shotting Maria solo. He would kick your ass. Yeah. It's probably the most not sure will be contentious part of the game. As far as I recall, it's definitely a very weird part of the game, yeah. Either way, slight cliffhanger because I need to go and take a bathroom break. We bullied fuck out of the Orphan, that's quite the quote. Lady Maria bullied parries. I bullied her with dodging and just stuff like that. I didn't parry. So yeah, one of the mods, feel free to do that quote if whilst I'm away because I'm going for a bathroom break. If not, I'll do it when I get back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's also really fucking hot. I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling kind of hungry as well, because I noticed that A, I'm, you know, really wanting towards a takeaway, and B, chewing on my lips. Well, this. Oh, we are touring, doing the orphan quote. We're really on the verge of 400 quotes. We really are. We've been coming up with a random quote after the orphan thing. I found a way to cheese. That quote something Ed would say alongside orphan meat. Yeah, probably. Fitting, yeah. The entire SCP is horse shit. yeah, it was. My brain bloke. Yeah. Wonder what would happen if we just lined up then random quotes that Malk had to read loud in Smeagol voice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Who gets to sit in the crack? 10 random, yeah. I mean, you could redeem a Smeagol says and pick random numbers. He has the quote list. I mean, this is true. This is true. I very much do. Shouldn't try beating Orphan of Solo costs. I tried beating the Orphan of Costs solo on NG Plus because I wanted to achieve killing the most annoying boss, but I got my ass handed to me on a silver plate. More times I can remember, I raged so fucking hard and went to bed. Don't blame you, Shin. I brought Mal and Pokey along because I knew how much of a dick that thing was, even on new game. Beat the shit out of it, yeah. Done. We're going to tempting mother boiled eggs, so I'd be having egg mayo sandwich when I could be asked to make it. When you can be asked, I love that. Oh, no, so the reason why I was looking focused on doing something before I went away was I checked on Discord and saw that NieR had posted his Arknight's profile, so I was making note of that. Yeah, I've got all the side quests. Did that say quest completion 49%? Yeah. I think that's almost everything for part 1. Because I'm getting very close to part 2 now, as far as I recall. Pokey can likely confirm, but I'm very sure that I'm close to part 2 now. I love also the mental image of Lydia calling her mum mother. She's like, Mother, I crave the unborn boiled. Like, you can just ask for boiled eggs, you know. I knew how annoying it was going to be ever since I watched Darius attempted it the first 2 times. Yeah. And then, watching him kill it on stream. Yeah. She's forever yelling at you for calling her mother. Clearly reason to do it more. Because, mother always has the same tone to it that you'd expect from forlorn Victorian children who gets adopted by cats. Mother, why do you deny me what I crave? Mother, why am I judged insufficient of getting the wets? Exactly. Every second I spent trying to fight that boss, I was meant to kill myself. Yep. Whenever I want to annoy my mom, I'll call her Mother Dearest. Oh my god. And see, with that kind of thing, I always think of the 2 comics I saw. A kid going, Mom, there's a horrible, disgusting monster under my bed. It zooms out and he's on the top of a bunk bed, and the other kid says, Why do you hate me, brother? Or there's the other one of like, oh my god, who left this broken condom on the floor? Please stop calling me that, Dad. Or even Dearest Mama. Yeah. Don't want to annoy my avoid it. Yeah, I know why, Woodgreen. You've said before that she's very much she's a former kindergarten teacher, and she can still do the very much scary thing that she's able to, like, you said that, she once cleared her voice in a room, and you could, in a room full of people, and you could tell all the people that were former students of hers, because they just, immediately stood up straight. Oh, yeah.
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Weiss.
Such cheek.
Such cheek. That's only 6:15, I can still do more. Total playtime! Nearly 20 hours! Really? Jesus Christ. I'm surprised.
Beware.
This dude. Enter Fox saying, "The fucking cheek!" She would if she wasn't at work. Annoying my mother would result in a fucking Jojo Pizza moment. Sweats aggressively. All fair in love and pet names. She can't shorten my name and Vaughn as it's one syllable. She can lengthen it though. Yep.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Not so much scary, or just respect and love her. I think it made her lose her temper enough to shout twice in my life. There will not be a third. I'm not surprised. Should include your middle name. Hey. My house, we all know each other all the time. It's our way of saying we love each other. Yeah. I don't like my family shorting my name. It feels weird if they call me Mal. Mal is what you're like. Don't! Mal is what my friends call me! You are not my friends! You are my family! Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
What the fuck? The mayor stared at Malkaya and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. Okay, Malrus. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here,
He said.
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
Said the
I
mayor.
think you have.
In other words,
Said Malkaya.
we've caught the Death Dream?
Hunter's dream, damn it, I know, right? Before the mayor could confirm Malkaya's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
Liam O'Brien's voice, my good God. I want him to read me bedtime stories.
That's just how the Death Dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
I don't recall falling asleep either. The way that Liam just effortlessly rolls his R's is just amazing. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Malkaya had seen and what they'd discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Mouse doesn't recall living. Malkaya and Weiss racked their brains, but couldn't find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his word carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
I freaking love this. You say it effortlessly, you don't know how many takes it took. But are we alive and not mere figments of a sleeping god's dream? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my. Sass machine. Yep. Fuck the fourth wall, I see. Yep. Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Malkaya like a contagion. Wait, said Malkaya suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Fourth wall collapse. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Makaya's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval of Malkaya. This whole saved me this text adventure. Yep. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call a death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. I'm sorry, I can't do Liam O'Brien. My voice isn't that good. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realised I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the colour out of our lives. Thank you for the hydration reminder, NWOB. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I won't stop trying until it happens. You sound dry. I tend to. Thank you. Okay, I nodded in agreement. And thank you, DJ, for the hydration reminder. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Malkaya, just ask. Oh, more hydration's coming in. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence! Cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked from Malkaya to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it, but yet you seemed so surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly rose his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh god. More hydrations. Thank you to NieR, Vaughn, and Shin for these. For the best example of a game character arguing with the narrator, check out the bar sale. Oh my good god, yes. Shin says moisture is required. Yep. Lubricate my voice cords. Every time Reminder Weiss has a face, part of me dies more. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. Ed's building Alcatraz on an island in House Flipper. If it were run by birds, it would be Alcatraz. Well, that's the prison that NieR runs, clearly. I played the bar sale for a bit, didn't really enjoy it. That's fair. It's not for everyone. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt that he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Excuse me. Good luck, you two, he called the departing forms of Malkaya and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Malchias slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Malchias' mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. I'll go by later to see how Ed's been handling my new property. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor travelling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Malchias to pick up the pace and grumbling about the slow progress. Over the fact that the bard is voiced by Carrie Ills. Or Ellis. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Malchias snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Malchias leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Malchias slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Malchias could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled. And then, just as Malchias' ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Three! I'm not even going to try that one. Yeah, noises. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Malchias began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. Let me guess this is going to be the one forest in the Hobbit with giant spiders in it. Do you want the parcel? You said Legolas, I heard Legolas. I think I might be tired. That's what happens when elves drink too much, they get Legolas. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it's been sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I'll leave you to the answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? It's a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Malchias sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right. The sound of the insect stopped it suddenly it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Malchias like a rippling wave, opening a new path. Lydia says, are they going to Isengard? The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, to Isengard, to Isengard. How that meme still survives to this day, I don't know. I might go for it, Torin. They might be a bit. Do they have any hobbits? Have to go now. No problem at all, then, Wob. Thanks for coming as long as you did, and I'll see you later. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Malchias moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Malchias after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest as some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. Like the Gandalf enjoying jazz moves so simply it's so funny. When there's a whip, there's a way. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Malchias picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it! Malchias grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, Weiss said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Giving one of the bar sailors on Georgian steam. Nice. Hey, look, cried Malkaya, awakening Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Malkaya walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, hey, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Malkaya, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Malkaya tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. It's becoming fade-level messiness. Yeah, I suppose, said Malkaya. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end in the night with 3. What am I? A man! A man. This reminds me of our little riddle contest we had a while ago. Also, my dad taught me a new one. What is easier to get the higher it is? It's easier to get the higher it is. A temperature? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. No. If I just say fair, what the one in here? Yeah, it is. You're the mayor, cried Malkaya. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Malkaya watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. Water in a well. Oh, that's a good one. When Malkaya and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Malkaya's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Shaking a person's hand with the left hand is like, oh, you're a book. Yeah. Gah! By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Malkaya withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Malkaya filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Malkaya cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second, this is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool! Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Malkaya and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I've felt tired since I was imprisoned here. And his shoulder popped like that of a cheap action figure. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear they had awakened from their dream. Malkaya shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did! I'm back! He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Malkai and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on steady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the centre of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history, and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend said that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse. Malkai and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed the gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Malkai mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. Wonder what does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Yggdrasil. Yeah. Malkai tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. Malkai gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? Sleeping Beauty. That riddle will prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution magic. Some magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies, charged to increase the number of spikes. Still don't use it.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Oh my.
Don't overthink it, Weiss.
Antidotal weed. Strength capsule. Affliction of the spirits more than the flesh. Yes. Well, we don't exactly know who sent that to begin with. That's true.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Enter this villager's dream. Yes!
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Oh, Weiss, you sassy bish.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah? That's a friggin' 9S approach. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays our end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My saviour! I have no idea how to even go about starting to try and conceptualise how to pronounce that word, Widgren. I call at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters on my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Leg cramp. Ooh. Nasty. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain. I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I asked, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Malkaia. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Malkaia extends its hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever, and they recognise the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling right onto my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. Skoo, hello and welcome! Welcome to the text adventure part of NieR Replicant. That was not a word, that was me starting to decide, well, when the cramp hit. Oh, right. Okay, fair. Fair. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Oh. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come across a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shoved against the side of a wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter I cannot be certain, then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leave from the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors, and proceed east. I squint down dim corridors, and proceed north. I squint down dim corridors, and proceed north again. I enter the path! The waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upwards. Imagine, with my surprise, when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people have lived long, long ago. That's cheerful, I know, right? One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling a figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It's stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. It is another prisoner, a fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place. I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there will be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric is revived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down dim corridors and proceed south. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the corpse surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine. It is blood still warm from the body, whether animal or something else, I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising flood waters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By the gods, are all the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Gross it is, gross go. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth, I lurch forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. East again. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the centre of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rest china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing the movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Lubricate the throat. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Glad there are no images you try to eat lunch, Scoot. Yeah. And who are you? The proud lord said. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the colour of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonised screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. Squint down the dim corridors, and proceed north! The water has risen to my chin, and now laps greedily in my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard, shouts Malkaya. He surely decides to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Oh shit! I actually died! Fuck! I actually died. Oh, I gotta do the mayor's thing all over again, don't I? Fuck. Oh no, I've done the mayor's thing, it auto-saved. Tidy goof, yeah, I think I took too long doing that. Well, considering the time, considering that took like over half an hour just to do that much. I say it's Texas Adventure, yeah. Sound like something to give Elizabeth a good time. Yeah. I think that's where I'm going to have to end it, sadly, because I don't have enough time to go back in there. Which is a shame. However, as said, that's where I'm going to be ending it today. Thank you very much to everyone who's come along. Your support is greatly appreciated. As for the AMA stream, why not? I'm going to do it on Thursday. Thursday, 4 PM BST. I'm going to do the AMA stream. So, you know, if you've ever had something you desperately want to ask me or ask my opinion on, then's your chance. Usual rules will apply with the AMA stream, and you know, it'll be posted up there as usual. Until then, though, next stream for me is at 1 AM BST tonight, where I'm going back to Infamous Second Son, continuing the Evil playthrough on easy mode, and probably going to be getting a fair way through it because I'm not really bothering with clearing districts all that much. I'm just, you know, getting shards to upgrade my powers and just zooming through the game. Next stream after that, tomorrow, is going to be RPG Wednesday at 4 PM BST as well. So if you can't make tonight, then that's going to be your next one. Until the next one, though, thank you all very much again for coming along. It's fun. This game is amazing amounts of fun, even though we lost about an hour of gameplay to chat being chat. And also some side quests. To be fair, though, the side quests I had didn't take all that long, even though there's a lot of fishing involved and a lot of toing and froing. Can't think of any question I haven't already asked. Yeah. yeah, that's why the AMA streams arise. You know, something may come up in that time, or you know, may want to ask my opinion on something, you know, that's else out there. Excuse me. The AMA streams are a bit different because, you know, I interact with chat quite a lot, and you know, read out and answer questions readily. So the AMA streams are a little bit less impactful. But you know, I did it because, you know, I was running out of ideas, and this seemed like a good one because there's a fair few people I know who are regulars now who haven't been around for the previous 2 AMA streams I've done. So yes, that's going to be that done. Yes, indeed, we'll do a dragon raid onto Ed. Let me set that up. Edward P22 Precious. Right, so yeah, thank you again for coming along. Tell Ed that, I don't know, his house smells like coconuts. There you go. There you go, house flipped. Yes, they did. But until next time, though, thank you all very much again for coming along, and also thank you for your support. It is amazing. The hype train today was absolutely nuts. You're all nuts. But I appreciate it. But you're still nuts. But until next time, though, hope you have a good rest of your day, a good evening, a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon. I actually remembered all of those, weirdly, without thinking too much. Woo. But until next time, stay safe, see you later, and Dragon Raid begin.